Look what I found! This is the original tape from back in the day with my Mario Paint animations, including Goofy Duck. There's nothing new on it, but I did find at the end there's some higher quality recordings. I'll show those off at the end of the video. But first of all, I'm really glad you like Goofy Duck. 10,000 views is pretty awesome because it's absolute cinema, and I want to address some of the comments because a lot of people were saying stuff like, oh wow, the quality's so bad, or how old is this tape, and how many times was it copied, or why does he take a massive shit at the end? You know, I really don't think the quality's all that bad, or at least it's not any worse than, you know, what you typically get out of VHS at the time. As far as age, this tape is almost 30 years old, maybe somewhere around there, maybe 28, something like that. When I was a kid, I didn't have a fancy hi-fi forehead VCR or anything, so, you know, it was good enough. As far as how many times it's been copied, I guess maybe 2 or 3. That's kind of how you had to edit back then. You'd record your footage onto one tape, and then, you know, you'd copy that to another tape with another VCR. You'd hit play on one and record on the other. So there's going to be some generation loss. This tape here, there's no window, as you can see, and it's probably about 5 minutes long total. I think this was a mailer tape. I think this was sent in the mail for some type of promotion or advertisement. That was pretty common back then. You'd get these tapes in the mail, and it'd just have a commercial or something on it. So this was just going to get thrown away. That's probably why I used it, because, you know, when you're a kid, you don't really have access to go buy, you know, new blank tapes or anything. So you just record on what you had, and this is obviously what I had, so. It also looks a lot better on an original TV, like a CRT, which I'll show you here. You know, when it's captured, it's got to be deinterlaced and digitized and all that, and that's really where you can see the shortcomings in the quality. But on an old school TV, it looks just fine. Well, let me go ahead and pop this in, and you can see what it looks like on an old school CRT TV. So I'm going to show you the new footage I found at the end. It's a little bit higher quality. I think this was recorded directly off the Super Nintendo, so this is a better generation than, you know, copied 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it was pretty neat to find this. Here we go. Keep in mind, it's hard to film CRTs just because of the way they're made, so just trust me that it looks a lot better in person. I still want to remake Goofy Duck on live on stream one day. I still have Mario Paint here, and I've got the original mouse, although it's a mechanical ball mouse, which they's never worked great. A while back, I picked up this replacement mouse from Hyperkin, and as you can see, it's a more modern optical mouse. so it works a lot smoother. So I think I could really remake Goofy Duck, and get a really good digital capture of it since I've got better equipment now. Well, is that something you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments below. If I make it to 540 subscribers, that's something I would like to do on stream. So make sure you subscribe. I usually stream about once a week, usually on Wednesdays. Sometimes some extra streams are here and there. And if you'd like to see a tour of my game room, I did that a few weeks ago, so go check that video out too. I'll leave you now with this footage that I captured that's higher quality. And thanks, have a great day.